So we're looking at Ally today. We've looked at Ally Robotics in the past, so you can check out some of my deeper information about them. Yeah, they're a good company. They've got some really interesting technological solutions. They build these really cool robotic arms that you can actually program quite easily. And they're working on kind of mimicry technology, where you can just like move your hand or whatever, or different joints, and it will follow your motions and you can program them. So it's just amazing what they're doing. And I'm making this video because they've extended their fundraising round. So you can actually invest in this company right now. They have a letter of intent from Miso Robotics, their industry partner in the restaurant space, for $30 million. At the moment, this is a really small firm, Ally. They only have a couple of members of staff. They've got Mitch, who's I think he's the kind of mechatronics, robotics, engineering type chap who seems very smart and knows exactly what he's doing. David, the COO, I haven't seen him actually on the call. Like there was a call recently, he was on that call, might have been ill or away. And then Aaron Brown, CTO, he seems to really know his stuff to do with software and AI, but he's also got an engineering degree as well. So they've got a really strong team, and I think they're going to do very, very well. They've extended their fundraising by 30 days. So you can just literally go onto the website and click invest. It goes to Wax Invest, which I think is the kind of robotics venture platform that Miso run. But you can see here, the video as well, you can check out. There's 26 days actually to invest. So we're on the 4th of September. There are risks to this, obviously. It's an angel investment, it's high risk, but it could be potentially enormous returns. I don't think they're valued at very much at the moment. I think it might be sub 10 million, something like that. And, Miso have partnered with some of the largest restaurant companies in the world. One of the companies they're partnered with has over 30,000 restaurants. They're partnered with Chipotle, which has, I think, 3,000 or 4,000, but they're aiming to have 7,000. So, and then, Jack in the Box, the list goes on and on. Before Wild Wings, I think they're already in talks with companies that have, probably over 50,000 restaurants. That's at least 50,000 robots they're going to need. And all of those robots need an arm. And Ally are the guys that produce the arms, right, and the joints. So, so I think that Ally could do incredibly well. There was an investor webinar, which I don't know if you can find it actually. I tried to record it, but had some technical issues. Nevertheless, if you get access to that, then you'll probably see some of my questions at the end. I asked about their financial model. They don't have a model. It's really early on. They don't know if they're going to be kind of selling this as a service on a monthly recurring revenue or servicing. I think they mentioned they probably were going to do that, but they're like prototyping and they're just so focused on the products at the moment. And I don't think that's a bad thing. If you get the best product, the way I've seen it in the world, in my career and also investing, if you have like the best product, then people will want it and they'll buy it. If you have a shitty product, all the marketing, all the PR, all the sales in the world is not going to help you. So I'm happy that these guys are focusing on this. So you can check this out for Ally. I've got some information. I think these are frequent asked questions just on all of the investments. But they do have a page for Ally. Here, waxinvest.com project/Ally-robotics, and you can check this out. And as it says, it's 26 days left to invest. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and let you know some of my thoughts. Stick with me. Yeah, so I really like Ally. I decided to invest in a small amount, the minimum amount, in Ally over the Series E in Miso. primarily because, well, number one, I was getting married. My marriage charts have come down behind me, and I've got married, and it was expensive. So I had to kind of think about where I was putting my investment cash, and I put it into Ally because I believe that Ally, if Miso does well, then Ally, there's a very strong correlation between the two businesses. And Ally, it's really early on in the Ally journey. So I think they're valued at 10 million, something like that. Certainly sub 20 million. And Miso is valued at 500 million. And if Miso does well, it could easily be valued at 20 billion, let's say, 5 to 10 years from now or more, potentially. And Ally, as the supply partner, could easily be supplying most of the robotic arms to Miso Robotics. So, it's kind of, they're so linked, they're so correlated that if Miso does well, then Ally will do well. But it's so early with Ally. But if Ally is in the future, is valued at $1 billion, which is not kind of out of the question if it can supply thousands of these amazing robotic arms in the robotics industry and also in manufacturing or in other kind of verticals and spaces. It could easily have profits of 100 million per year. You never know. If it's supplying 10,000 restaurants and another 10,000 other companies with robots and servicing and whatnot, robotic arms as a service or the servicing thereof, you could imagine there'd be a monthly cost attached to that. We can have a quick look now. Actually, I'm going to share my screen. They haven't done this. They may have done it, but they haven't done it publicly. Let's just say like their robotic arm as part of the Miso project is $500 a month. And let's say there's just 10,000 of these businesses in the future. So 500 a month is 6,000 a year. So you can see how much revenue this would be. So that is $60 million. You can imagine that like a lot of that is profit because they have a small team. There will be manufacturing costs. So let's just say, for argument's sake, because it's a bit of software and there's a bit of manufacturing. So it's not going to be the same margins as software, which is often 90% plus. But let's just say it's like, 50%? Don't know why my computer's being like incredibly slow. It's like frustrating. No, 60 million, right? And just times that by, let's just say it's like 40% margins. So it's 24 million profit they would make. It's just a guesstimate of them having 10,000 customers and $500 a month for each robotic arm. It might be less than that. Listen, if it's $250 a month, then it's $12 million profit a year. If they have that, they could easily be valued at 20x that, which would be 240 million. It's valued at 10 million now. That would be a 24 bagger. And I don't think this is, a million miles away. I think they're probably about 3 or 4 years away from this. So 24x, if you put in 10K, that'd be worth $240,000 or pounds or whatever of the currency you're working in. So that's pretty good. We call this in the investment world asymmetric risk. And, a lot of these Asian investments are basically all asymmetric risk. If they can deliver and if they can execute, they'll do very well, but they could also go bust. Miso could go bust, Ally could go bust. Listed equities could go bust, Facebook, Meta could go bust. It's unlikely. And I think it's unlikely Miso is going to go bust because there's so much excitement around these products. Like even if they're not profitable, I think there's always going to be investors that want to back them because they're kind of backing the future. They're kind of putting their, it's an exciting company to back. Miso is exciting. Ally Robotics is exciting. They're exciting companies. People want to support the future. They want to support things that are going to make the world safer, faster, more efficient, etc. So I really like Ally. Like I said, I wanted to invest more. I just didn't have funds. I only put in 1,000. I even tried to get a loan. I was rejected. But anyway, just because my finances are a bit kind of all over the place since the wedding. But anyway, I did invest something small in Ally. And if it does go up 24x, I'd be happy. None of this is advice, it's just my opinion. It's opinion based on numbers and logic. So I hope that it correlates or kind of ticks your boxes as a listener. I guess if you've listened this far, then maybe you like what I'm saying. If you want to support me as a channel, there's a couple of things you can do. You can like the videos and subscribe to hear more about these kind of videos. You can hit the bell as well, because a lot of these investments are quite timely. For example, there's only 26 days left on this raise. So if you missed this video, then if you're watching this, after the next 30 days, after September 2022, you've kind of missed out on this raise. But if you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification icon, get involved in the community, share ideas, and I'll try my best to update my channel about new opportunities in a timely fashion. Of course, it works both ways. If you see, as an investor or a prospective investor in some of these companies, anything you want me to make a video on or any news, let me know in the comments section. I was kindly prompted by one of my viewers about Miso Robotics Series E extension raise, which is happening exactly at the same time. You can see how linked these companies are, and that really helps me as well. So feel free to kind of comment on my videos and let me know if there's any other news in the companies I follow, or indeed in the robotics space, in the restaurant space, or just a company you're interested in. You never know, I might add it to the queue of videos that I'm going to make videos about that in the future. Other ways you can support the channel, I'm going to put a link in the description where you can buy into early stage investments in the UK using a platform called Seeders. It's a great platform where you can back really exciting companies. I backed a recent company. They're not all in the UK, actually. There are some in Europe and maybe some in the US as well. I backed a company in Amsterdam, Holland, and they're going to be doing something where instead of buying something, you can actually rent it. So instead of buying like an Apple Mac computer, which is like, I don't know, maybe $2,000 or $3,000, you could maybe rent this for like a weekend, and it might only cost you 50 quid. So I'm really excited about that platform, and that's actually on Seeders. It's called Bob is your uncle, which is a UK expression to mean, it's so easy to do. And I think they're trying to make kind of rental of assets. Maybe it's a phone, maybe it's a laptop, maybe it's some headphones, maybe it's a nice computer or a nice camera or whatever it might be. It could be DIY as well, like a drill. Like I need a drill, but I don't want to spend like £120 on a drill. So if I could rent one for £20, that'd be awesome. Anyway, that's on Seeders. If you want to support this channel, you can sign up to Seeders, and if you invest £150 within 30 days, you get £25 free cash. I'll leave that link in the description. Also, I'm probably going to start a Discord group at some point in the future, so I'll be adding that to the description. I've kind of been a bit busy with the wedding and stuff, but at some point I'm going to be creating my own Discord community where we can be chatting about some of these companies and some trends, the economy. Obviously, with the time of filming, I'm predicting a massive recession, but I still think I've got hope on a lot of these companies because they're B2B, a lot of these companies, and I think restaurants are still going to be in business and they're going to be looking to cut their costs. Wow, my back is killing me. I've just been doing some property renovation work. I do some property investment as well. And you can check out my videos about that. Like and subscribe. Remember, knowledge is power, especially the right kind of knowledge. Progress is everything. I'll see you guys in the next upcoming videos, which should be somewhere around. Check those out as well. Take care, guys. Cheers.